some of you are trading spreads. You're buying and selling in the same month, different strikes, but you can also do that across different expirations. If you're um, buying a 200 call in a 3-month option and you sell a 200 call in a 1-month option, you're doing a horizontal spread. It's a time spread, it's a calendar spread, different ways of calling it. But when you're doing this, you're spreading your risk. You're spreading premium risk when you do a long calendar spread. Say you want to buy a 3-month option. Maybe it costs $15. You don't want to pay $15. You don't want to risk losing $15. So one cool way of hedging that premium risk is selling a shorter dated option, collecting money on that decay. Another thing you can do is if you want to sell a expensive option that might expire in like 90 days, well, you could sell that and buy a front term option as your hedge, as opposed to hedging within the same expiration. Now, looking at the long horizontal spread, you might have a situation where the underlying does what you expected it and wanted to do. You know, an underlying is advancing, but not too quickly. So by the time the front term expiration occurs, that strike that you sold, which is the same strike that you're long in the back term, is, say, it's possible that the stock closes exactly at that strike price. In that situation, that front month option expires worthless, and now you're simply long that back month option at a lower premium net. So that's great. So that's best case scenario. It's possible that the stock rips. The underlying move that you're expecting happens quicker than you expected, and both options are in the money extremely. Now you have to pay for that short option that you didn't expect to be worth anything. So that's the risk that you take, and you might have to sell out that long call that you had. You might have net paid $5 for this call spread, but it's worth zero because when an option gets so far in the money, when two options of different expirations get extremely far in the money and interest rates are very low, the carry cost is going to be quite low as well. And so, you might end up buying a call spread for $5 or $10 that is worth maybe one or zero by the time the front month expires. That's the risk that you take. Now, it's possible that you want to sell a back month option and buy a front month option as the hedge, and that's a great play if, say, you expect some stock to dump out, and you see a $15 option that expires in 2 or 3 months. Well, you could sell that option and then buy the front term as your hedge, and you might capture $5 or $6 in premium, and your hedge, because you bought such a cheap option in the front month, you can just close out the position once you realize the move is over. You might sell an option for $15, buy a $1 hedge, and if the stock moves X amount, you might be able to buy back that $15 option for like 7, and then don't even sell at that front term. It's like a free lottery ticket. Maybe the stock will rip up in the next few days or whatever that expiration's existing. But just the point is, there's just different ways of hedging your base position, either long an option or short an option, and it's just good to familiarize yourself with hedging on different term structures.